Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues, where the semifinals continue. And Gallium is joining me in the booth today. Gallium, sir, I know you've been through a lot, but how you doing?
And I'm doing pretty well. This should be an excellent matchup between these two teams.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna get right into things because we are so far behind. But before we, they're joining up, Gallium. But I need a quick prediction from you. What we going? Like, who we going for here?
You know, a lot of people think Origin are going to win this one. I have Banshees. I have Banshees in five.
Banshees and five. I like Allen. I really like Creed. But man, Dr. Waffles, it's too good of a name for me to pick against. So I'm going with Dr. Waffles and an Origin in six here. But I at this point we might be getting a lot of maybe a game seven again. You never know. It's what it's been tonight. As Creed gonna start us off with a good shot, but it's gonna barely hit wide, and already you can see the Banshees starting us off strong here. And honestly, I feel like that's what they're gonna have to do. They're such a good, talented team, but they got to prove it. As Allen gets a nice flick, that could be a shot opportunity, but
Oh,
a
wait.
good clear. Now Dr. Waffles, he has a chance for the counterattack. Allen, he doesn't get the touch. Is that just going to go in? It's just
What?
bouncing. What? You know what? Gallium, the defense, it works out.
Yeah, whatever works, works. And I think Banshees are the more mechanical team, but Origin out-rotate them like 100 times out of 10. So I feel like it's going to be definitely coming down to that. The Banshees that I saw in the latter half of that Melons match will beat Origin, but the Banshees that we saw in the earlier games against Melons are going to get smoked by the Origin. But I just gave my prediction based off of just pure chance.
Pure chance. Sometimes there's 50-50s. Like right there, that's a good 50-50, and Creed's going to
Wow.
be able to put that one away. The rotations from Origin just not there that time.
No, and it was an Air Sweeney mistake that led to Creed having a nice shot. Dr. Waffles can't quite find that one, and now a 1-0 game for Banshees. Can Origin respond?
Hopefully, because you know what, I want this team to. I want prediction to be right. I don't think I've gotten a single prediction right all playoffs. So let's change that. As Air Sweeney pushes one to the wall, Dr. Wallace has to get a touch, and I feel like that right there is kind of an example of the mechanical difference. Because like, I mean, it's definitely a Banshee's like touch that their player would follow up. But now Origin, they're kind of stuck in defense once again, and their defense is crumbling. But a good save from Air
Wow.
Sweeney, and they survived, but definitely not looking pretty right now for Origin.
Yeah, they're starting off a little rough, and you was kind of expecting that after them absolutely demolishing in the quarterfinals. Coming into this semifinals match, I expected them to play a little slower than they have previously, and it's just kind of showing right now.
Yeah, right now they are not playing like the higher seed. I feel like Banshees right now are just outpacing them and out-mechanicking them, but that's kind of, Origin, they're only down by one, and it's definitely still plenty of time left in this game. It's 3 minutes. 2 minutes have gone by. Allen going to go up for this one. Just one little touch, and he's going to leave it there for Creed. Creed's going to put it to the back wall. Dr. Waffles gets an awkward touch to the corner, and just no good, easy clears here for Origin. Banshees are on top of them. On top of everything right now is Creed jumps once again from the midfield, and then another challenge right away from Seiko. And Allen again on the ball. Banshees, they're just all over this
Oh,
team. Allen, double touch, not going to go through. Creed couldn't get the shot on target either. But some more pressure once again from the Banshees. The pressure is there. The pass is there. No one's going to be in the midfield to receive that one, though. But Creed, again, on the ball. And then Allen's there, too. Frosty has to get the save. Not a great save. A double commit here from the Banshees. Double commits can be very costly. But Creed with the double touch on the ground. That's an open net. Can they score it? Allen, you score that one, right? And he does. There it goes. Wow. The pressure from Banshees is absolutely insane, Gallium.
yeah, and I feel like it's a different game. So Origin came off of a 4-0 victory over Faded, who Faded, they are mechanical, but they play they don't have the rotations that I feel like the Banshees have, and they aren't as mechanical and as quick as the Banshees. So they're gonna have to adjust to that. Usually, what Origin does is they outpace their opponent, so they'll out aggressive their opponent is more of a better term. Is they just put a lot of pressure towards the net and make opponents crumble. But since Banshees are putting so much pressure on them, it's kind of hard for them to find that.
Yeah, being stuck on defense right now is this Origin roster, as they can't get out of their own half the time. Frosty's touch there is going to be met immediately by Creed, and every single one of Origin's touches getting met by a Banshee's player. They got to find a way to pass out. But that's not going to happen as Allen sends that one across the net. Creed, shot, crossbar. Allen with another opportunity, and he's going to put that one away. No, Dr. Waffles with a great save. I thought that one was in for sure, but Dr. Waffles denying it. And, oh, that shot, though, that one's going to go a little bit wide. But once again, Banshees with another goal-scoring opportunity. And Gallium right now, it is all Banshees. As that one going to hit the crossbar. A shot going to hit off the backboard. Allen has an opportunity. Finally, this ball looks like it's going to leave the Origin half, but Creed's still there. Finally, it's in the Banshees half, and Gallium, maybe Origin have some pressure here.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe. Actually, fun fact, Origin, all three of their players are all-stars, so they definitely know how to win, and so far they're not being successful. Banshee's just putting on a lot of pressure, but now this could be counterattack, a 3v1 opportunity. Here, Sweeney just sends it down way too fast, and with 40 seconds left, it's not really looking good for Origin.
No, but there's still plenty of time, you know, for a miracle to happen. You can't count them out quite yet. Frosty puts that one across the net. Dr. Waffles drops it down. That one could be an opportunity. Frosty not going to get there before Allen gets the clear. Air Sweeney, you're going to have a shot on target, but should be a relatively easy save for Seiko. And Dr. Waffles puts that one up high. Allen's going to have a free touch once again. But the Origin roster now, with a little bit of pressure, keeping Banshees in their own half, trying to create an opportunity. Not going to happen here. And more clock winded down, and the time just a little too low for them to win this game. But the pressure starts to get there, and Gallium, I feel like they're starting to build maybe a little momentum towards, or they're trying to figure out a little bit of what they need to do against this Banshee roster.
Yeah, that is going to be Origin's first loss in the playoffs. We'll see how it affects them. And Banshees, they played a very good first game, coming out swinging this time. Definitely a different Banshees team than we saw at the beginning of the Melons series. And they are playing aggressive, and it's really working against this Origin team. Origin kind of have that same play style, but they're not as mechanical as Banshees. And right now, they're not as quick. And I feel like Origin, they're going to have to, I feel like for them, they're going to have to use counterattacks because Banshees leave a lot of open space behind them when they go for an attack.
Yeah, but right now, Origin not really connected with each other at all. Like, literally nobody passed at all. So if they are able to pass out of the backfield and get some outlet passes downfield, that's where I feel like Banshees are really going to start to crumble. However, right now, it's all Banshees all the time in Origin's half. So if they're going to continue with this kind of pressure, it will be difficult for Origin. We'll have to see how they combat it. It says Frosty gets a touch. That one gonna go towards the midfield. That's not a great touch. Air Sweeney, his shot's gonna be a little high, but a demo coming out from Dr. Waffles, and that right there can be kind of a sign of what they need to do. A demo left an open net. They just couldn't score that one Gallium, but honestly, right now, the demos from Dr. Waffles and the bumps, they're causing havoc, and already early on, Origin, they're on the press.
Yeah, they're on the press early on as, oof, Air Sweeney. Are only missing that by a hair, and you see it just a strategy that Origin tries to go for, and it's been shut down up until this point. Frosty, the MVP of that faded match, is going to get his first goal of this game.
A really good pass here from Dr. Waffles, but the defense, Allen just wasn't expecting it, and honestly, one little pass like that getting through, that can start to open up the floodgates here for Origin. But Banshees, they, it's definitely been an interesting start to this game. Is already, I mean, a goal's been scored, so I'm not sure the exact ruling on it.
I think a remake is actually plausible because I think you can remake as long as it's not in the last minute of the game. So I think a remake might be in our future. I'm not quite sure, as I believe both teams are still playing. Probably gonna have to tell them that a remake is coming out, but regardless, though, as they're still battling. So. I mean, hey, look at them go. Psycho in the 2v3 situation. I believe Allen's back, actually.
Yeah, he seems to be good. Dr. Waffles actually seems to be the one to be lagging, but you know what? He is back for now. That one goal gonna be maybe a little bit of a factor as we go into this, but right now it's still only 1-0, and Banshees, they have the scoring potential to do score multiple goals in more than 3.5 minutes. So they have plenty of time to do it. They just have to get it done. As Allen tries to put this one to the sidewall, can't get a follow-up touch, so he lets his teammate go for that one, and that one's gonna go across the net, but not gonna be a shot opportunity. Allen tries to get a 50, and Air Sweeney, he's gonna have a free clear now. That one's to the backboard. Can Creed get a good touch? His touch is gonna not get followed as Air Sweeney gets a nice bump. The bumps and demos, the physical play coming through, a shot as well, but Frosty, his shot just a little too easy of a save for Allen. But now, Banshees on the counterattack. That one going to get cleared over all of their heads. Got caught a little too far up, and Dr. Waffle is now with the pass. Dr. Waffle's looking for another great pass. Not going to go through as Frosty tries to keep up some more pressure. This is an opportunity here for Frosty, but a good 50 there. Now, Allen, he is very mechanical. Probably the most mechanical on his team as he gets trying to get He's trying to get through the rest of the defenders. Not going to happen. But halfway through this game, Gallium, and still only 1-0. Trying to put it 2-0 here. Frosty couldn't find the shot. And so far, it's been very even. But I think Banshees, they're looking for the mechanical things. And I think that might do it right here.
Whoa.
Not going to go through. But Gallium, they're so close.
Yeah, so close, but yet so far. And regarding the remake, there is no remake. Goal has been scored. I feel like every time I hear something about how the remakes are supposed to go, I hear another thing. So, yeah, definitely some interesting things there. But Banshees, they are down 1, and I feel like this is not the spot they want to be in. You don't want Origin to have that lead, because then they're going to apply copious amounts of pressure, as you're seeing, because they know that you're going to overextend. And Banshees, they're overextending, and they're getting punished for it right now.
Punished indeed, as Dr. Waffle sends another long clear down the field. Now, can he get a shot on target? It is on target, but Psycho gonna have a good save there. Allen, he doesn't get a touch. That one could be scored, but Creed with a nice save there. Frosty trying to continue up this pressure. Gets a touch high. Air Sweeney gonna go for that one. Gets the beat on Allen. That one's dropping down. Can they get a shot? Dr. Waffles elects just play to the corner. Psycho, that one goes high. Creed has to try to get a touch. He does. That one pops high as well. That's a really good touch from Creed. Trying to get followed. The dunk does go a little bit wide, but that's a great pass. And that one is actually just in. Allen, the great placement, completely intentional. And you know what? They tie up the game.
What a play from Allen, just sending a scorcher to the back of the net. It was a little bit of a floater, but the placement was there, and Allen going to get on the board. And now that it's a tie game, we have 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Who is going to come out on top here, Flip? Who you got?
Man, Banshees are looking a little too good as Allen, that one barely gonna go. Wait, what is that bounce? Nah, Allen, he paid the post. What?
I don't know about that one, Allen. Come on. How much money are you paying that? Okay, whoa. Whoa.
No, okay, Allen, you gotta make it a little less obvious. A little less obvious that you're blatantly paying off the posts. The fourth defender. Becoming the fourth offender, because, my gosh, that one definitely goes his way. And Gallium, Banshees, they're down earlier, but right now, that does not seem like the case, as they tie this game up and then they go up, like, immediately.
Oh my goodness, what a shot from Air Sweeney. I mean, he's paying the post as well a little bit, posting in, and I mean, what a great play to get back into this one here, Flip.
That's actually such a good shot, and Creed caught a little out of net. The defensive rotations for both these teams seems like a little too ambitious so far, and that's where they're kind of just making their mistakes. So if whoever fixes that third man rotation, honestly, they could definitely take away this series, because other than that, these guys are playing extremely well as Allen gets a great clear down the field. 40 seconds left, Gallium, and it's all tied up. Now, one of these teams, they're going to send us to overtime or they're going to win the game, and we got to find out who, as that ball going to get put mid, but Allen playing it safe. Now he's going to challenge, but Air Sweeney's going to be there. Air Sweeney going to have to get another touch here. Gets dunked by Creed, but Dr. Waffles, he's already up. Dr. Waffles isn't going to get a touch. The net's open. Creed, you know what? Tactical fake there by Creed. Going to let Allen take the shot. And Allen, his shot goes high. Creed's shot going to get blocked immediately. Dr. Waffles, I thought he was going to go for the ball, but instead, Psycho just completely beats him. And Allen, it's his turn now. That man, he's been cooking all night. He tries to get past two, but Dr. Waffles gets the nice touch. And with the time running out here, it's the ball still in the air. This is shootable. Can he do it? No. Does not get the touch, and we're in overtime.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we're in overtime is a little surprising. I thought Banshees were going to close this game out, but it seems like Origin have found some life here, and they might be able to tie up the series. Now, something to mention is that Psycho has... Psycho has been in this position before, player on the Banshees. He was unfaded last season. He made it all the way to the grand finals, out of the semifinals, unfortunately sweeping my team, but we don't talk about it. But he kind of had the same, a similar team with him last season than he does this season. Two very mechanical players that just kind of chase for the ball. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to work out for him this time around. I'm just saying it's a little... I just don't think it's the right formula for him as a player. But, I mean, I've been proved wrong so many times before. We'll see.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, they are up in the series, and they're looking to take this game as well. But Dr. Waffles, he's trying to say something else about that one. One thing I will mention, though, is Allen is such a good third man. He's very mechanical as a third man, so he's definitely been a solid rock for this Banshees team as well. Creed, very talented himself. this Origin roster definitely has a lot to deal with. And right here, this is going to be a very dangerous opportunity, but Allen and Creed both a little too far back to take a shot there. Allen, not a lot of boost. Frosty with one touch. That one going to be barely off target. Allen would have scored that, but that one going to go wide. And I'm just saying, Frosty, you just got to pay a little bit more money next time. Never mind. Great shot from Frosty. That gets saved away. Air Sweeney. That one goes high. Allen has to get the clear. He does. Frosty's going to keep this ball in play. Jokes aside, great offense here from Origin, and they are one bad post bounce away from this game being theirs. But what a shot. That one going to go high. And all these shots, Gallium, they just don't want to hit the ball like on target, just a little bit off and scare us. Like, that's all they want to do.
Both teams are not shooters. They are not shooters, sir. I mean, in this overtime, I feel like your shooting attribute goes down by like 20%. Wait a second. There's no way. Origin leaving nobody back on defense? That is the last team I would have expected to do something like that. Is not quite sure where the defense was. Maybe taking a vacation?
Nobody was on the screen for like 10 seconds. I don't understand. Like, where do you go? They're calling for a new server. Yeah. I completely agree.
Alan's like, thank God.
Allen, I mean, he had to leave the game and rejoin, and he's still top of the leaderboard. Allen, absolutely performing out there. It was a, 100% goal participation from him. Also, 2 saves. He looked really good out there, Gallium. However, Origin, they seem to step it up a little bit, and then there it kind of got lost. But honestly, I feel like they're making steps in the right direction. But Banshees, they're looking just as solid as ever.
Yeah, Banshees, they're looking very solid, and taking a 2-0 lead against this Origin team, you can't let up regardless of what the series score is. And the winner of this match plays Warhawks, who got a controversial forfeit victory against the Wyverns earlier on today. But regardless of that, I do, in my personal opinion, think that they were going to win that series. And hey, good for my playoff bracket, not complaining. Thank you, Rockerman. It was not his call, by the way. It was, they couldn't field 3 players. So, but regardless of that, Warhawks waiting for either of these teams in the grand finals. And honestly, the better matchup, I think, is Banshees and Warhawks. Personally, that's where more content is, and I love the content here, Flip.
I feel like the content is what it's all about, Gallium. So, you know what? Who might be the higher seed? I mean, it's Origin, right? But, like, who has, the chance to, like, show off? And right now, Banshees, they're the ones showing off. Is they're, like I said, they're up 2-0 here. They're looking solid, but more importantly, they're looking really, like, fast. Looking really fast, looking really mechanical. They look like they can compete with anybody in Prospect. Honestly, Challenger, there's some teams in Challenger I know they could probably beat. So it's definitely looking good for the Banshees, but it's about the consistency. And if they're able to do it throughout this whole series, then I will be convinced that this Banshees team deserves to be there. But Origin, I feel like Banshees, if they lose one game, they might start to crumble. So honestly, we'll have to see how it goes, because I feel like this is going to be a very decisive game, Gallium. Game 3. Either put Origin on match point, or Origin, I think they can start a comeback.
Yeah, definitely comebackable, if that's the correct usage.
They're all
of
comebackable.
that word. Yeah, of course. But I feel like Banshees have put on a better performance. Origin, they're not, and I say this with so many playoff teams, it's kind of getting boring. They're not playing to their strengths. And their strengths are that counterattack ability and their shooting ability. They're not playing to either of those strengths right now. The rotations, they've been solid, but they haven't been good enough to the point where they can rely off of those to really propel them past this Banshees team. They're going to need to make something happen, and make something happen fast here, Flip.
Make something happen fast. That one right there, going to be an early dangerous attempt for the Banshees. Allen not going to get a ton on that one, so Creed's going to take control of it. Creed pops it off the sidewall. Doesn't get another touch. Psycho, he's just going to put a little floater on net, and Air Sweeney's going to have a nice clear. Already some early pressure here, but that's a good beat there from Air Sweeney. Air Sweeney going to continue this pressure. He's been the one kind of creating a lot of the havoc here for another counterattack. Frosty barely getting a touch on that one. It was a good touch though, but the pressure continues. Frosty has to get another clear. Creed puts it back towards the Origin half. Dr. Waffle's trying to get it past Creed, but Creed is being so annoying, continuing to go after this ball. Now Psycho getting a little close, trying to control it. It goes high on him. Cannot get another touch, but he dunks Frosty. That one gonna be floating towards the midfield. Doesn't get the shot on, but that one gets shot. And now Creed gets the shot. He came. The speed from Creed. That's what you like to see from the Banshees.
Unfortunate touch by Air Sweeney in the defensive zone. Not the touch he wanted to make, and he rotated near post, and I think I was a little early to rotate up, and he paid the price for it. And Now 1-0 lead here for the Banshees. Origin, they have to do something. They have to do something fast if they want to take down this Banshee squad.
Yeah, honestly, it's looking not that great as Allen. Allen,
Oh,
it's the flip reset. Oh, that was beautiful.
Flippity City for Allen. Look at him. 1 second, over 2. Oh, on his head. Poor, poor Air Sweeney. Can't really do much about that, as 2-0 now for Banshees. It's looking really good for them, and the kickoff might even be any better for them, but it's not going to go. And Flip, you're a rival player. You have much more experience than I do in just every facet of Rocket League. What do you think Origin has to do?
Okay, look, I hate to say this, but whenever I just played, this Banshees team looks so much like a rival. It's actually like kind of crazy. These guys look almost identical. So honestly, the way you gotta beat a team like that is you gotta just out pressure them. Like a team like Origin that is super rotational based, they can do stuff like this where they pass and they're able to dime each other up. This is what you need to see. A great pass here from Air Sweeney and a great shot from Frosty.
Yeah, what a pass from Air Sweeney, finding his teammate Frosty there. And Frosty, it's so funny watching him play because he makes everything look 100 times harder because he doesn't use a traditional air roll as much. He just more uses his car, but it works so well. He's so fast. I think he's the goal leader for this team in the playoffs. He has been by far my favorite player to watch, and it's just, I feel like it's just kind of like a Jolly Rogers where we saw on stream. It's just so untraditional that it works, and Dr. Waffles off of the Air Sweeney pass, and now Origin have some life.
Dr. Waffles is just a really nice touch right there. Allen just couldn't react to it, and Air Sweeney with a great beat as well. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. It's the kind of, you just gotta force them into committing, because they're gonna commit no matter what. So you just gotta beat them to the touch, and honestly, you just gotta hope you don't get dunked, because sometimes UC Leaf just dunked. I mean, Allen just dunked you. It's just how it goes. So Banshees, they're looking for another 50 right there, and Psycho's looking for the dunk right there. I talk about it. These guys, they're continuing this pressure, and this is what teams like this do. They just try to suffocate you, take your boost, and make you super awkward. Right here, Banshees, they're trying to find another pass mid. Dr. Waffles with a nice touch, trying to get it out. Doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Can't get the touch he wants. Air Sweeney can, though. Allen, he puts this one up. Frosty, he gets there in time now. Dr. Waffles gets it over one. A great touch from Dr. Waffles. Now the net. Oh, it was open, but Creed with a great recovery. And that right there is this that you can see from the Banshees in Origin. Oh, that's a missed punch. Frosty, can he get there in time? He puts it off the back wall. And another opportunity here for Origin. Dr. Waffles doesn't get the shot on target. Tied game here, Galleon. 2 minutes remaining. Both these teams going back and forth right now. Banshees, it's their opportunity. Can they get a shot? No, Creed puts it wide. And once again, like I said, back and forth. And honestly, both these teams, I feel like they've kind of figured out what they want to do.
Now, I was former teammates with Alan and Creed earlier on in the season, and I played the All-Star game actually with Dr. Waffles and Frosty. So I have a little bit of an experience of how they play. Whoa, what a opportunity. Oh, it's still not in the net. How did that one not go in? That's ridiculous. But as I was saying before they rudely interrupted me, basically it's in the comms, it's so different, such a different atmosphere from each other. Now, Alan and Creed's literally one of the nicest people I've ever met. Very great guy, but he doesn't calm like a whole lot. He's just more focused on his mechanics. Alan, he calms a lot, and Dr. Waffles and Frosty, they have full-on conversations with each other. The comms are really a delight to be a part of, and I mean, right now they have to be talking to each other, talking through this. Oh my goodness, Dr. Waffles almost with the solo play. Frosty gonna be there. And Flip, we have, what? We have an insane game number 3 on our hands.
Game number 3 has been back and forth. Allen, what a touch from Allen. A great pass, Creed. Net. Allen with an absolute dot. Just had to kill the ball, and he does it so beautifully. A great pass from Psycho as well. Great team play there from Banshees.
Holy guacamole, Allen. You're really, yeah, that's eye candy right there. I mean, over to Creed. Yeah, that was my favorite. That was a really great shot. And Creed, he put that one away with very, very good efficiency. I mean, he really pressed R2 there to put that one away. Oh my goodness, he might have another one. Oh, he can't quite get it. Psycho, though. He's going to put it away. And no, it's not Seiko. It's Psycho. I learned that the hard way last season.
Psycho. I feel like, you know what, it's, I mean, it's a good placement shot. So he's looking like Seiko. But it's Psycho. So, fair enough. Anyway, they're up 2 in game number 3 here. Try.
We lost Flip. I believe we've lost Flip, but Alan trying to put on a little bit of a
Oh,
performance now. Are you back, Flip? Are you here?
am I here? Am I here?
Yeah, you're oh, okay. It's
Oh,
lagging out a
wait.
little bit.
It's
I'll,
not
I'll
my
take
fault
it.
this time.
I'll take it from here for you. How about that? As Dr. Waffle's gonna send it down. Wait, he might have an extra touch. Creed gonna dunk him out. Air Sweeney with the shot. It's not going to go. Dr. Waffles with a nice backflip. It's up for Frosty. Frosty gets a nice touch off the backboard. Can somebody get there? Air Sweeney's going to get there. And now it's a 4-3 game. Flip, are you in the room with us right now?
I am here, guys. My Ouija board to communicate, and Air Sweeney, he's communicating with some goals. But this right here, this is the deciding 15 seconds. These are the most important 15 seconds of this series, because you're able to tie up this game. You're able to send it to overtime. Anything can happen at that point. Now they just got to survive. I'm pretty sure I saw an AFK player on the side of Banshees. I don't think I'm gone this time. Creed, he was the one that's gone. I might be lagging, but they're looking good here. Oh, I'm gone.
No, you're still here. As Creed's gonna put it down.
I'm here.
Yeah, Banshees are going to win this one, and Banshees definitely looking better than Flip's internet right now, as they're going to take a 3-0 lead in the series. What an exceptional performance, and I'm actually going to keep on yapping until you fix your internet here, Flip, and oh boy, I'm a yapper. As we see, both of these teams, they are exceptional at getting balls to the net and creating those opportunities. Now, which team can do it better? So far, it's been the Banshees. They've been in the zone, terrorizing Origin, making them uncomfortable. They got uncomfortable touches like Air Sweeney at the beginning of the game. He had an uncomfortable forced touch. It got popped high. Creed made an amazing shot off of that. And I feel like for this Banshee squad, they're used to this quickness of play. If Origin actually slow it down, this might benefit them, because Banshees are just that quick, and they get to the ball really quickly. They get after it, and they really are stuffing Origin in their own zone. And in the midfield, it's just looking like Banshees are the much better team. As we see Psycho, even though he had a nice score sheet, he hasn't had an amazing score sheet the rest of the series. But you want to know where he comes into factor in the midfield. He is one of the best midfield players you're going to see for a while. He is absolutely dusting these Origin players, and with a 3-0 lead, it's reverse sweep or nothing for these Origin boys. Flip, take it away.
Yeah, Liam, you did wonderful, my man, and I hope my internet is just as good as this Banshees roster is right now. They are looking absolutely fantastic. It's Creed with a great first touch. Air Sweeney has to clear that one to the Alan with the boost steal. I'm telling you right now, the boost steals. As Alan, the boost steals are so important. This Banshees team, if they're able to starve Origin, they're just able to keep them in their half. As Alan, he's trying to get a pass mid. That one gonna go mid.
Wow.
Right there, the first goal, 27 seconds in, and this Banshee roster, they're off to a hot start once again.
Guys, you should have listened to me. I tried to tell you. It's the Alan and Creed buff. I experienced it. They didn't necessarily carry Ember, unfortunately, to a positive record, but you want to know what they did do? They absolutely are putting this Banshees team on their backs right now, and with the help of Psycho, this is a championship level team. Origin, they're gonna have to find any semblance of response here. You can't just sweep a team in the quarterfinals and then get swept. That's just uncalled for, Flip.
Yeah, but they had to have an answer eventually. Not gonna happen here. And Banshees once again looking for an opportunity. Air Sweeney, the midfield pressure from him, he's been the one providing it this time. But a good touch there from Psycho. Or Seiko. Psycho, that's what it is, that's right. As Creed, I just put that one mid. And
Wow.
I'm lagging so much once again. Allen gonna put that one wide. So far, the Banshees look on top once again. And Origin, they don't even have a shot yet.
Oh
wow, what a beat.
Creed. He's so good. He was very good in the beginning of the season, and he just put less and less hours into the game because of personal life. And, you can't let this man get warm, because he's going to absolutely just put a foot on top of your throat, and he won't let go. I mean, it is looking exceptional from him. All of these players are just putting on an absolute show for us. And Psycho, let's him get involved. Why don't we?
Man, if he hits a double touch, I feel like all three of them at that point would have really nice goals to go this series. But Allen and Creed, they're doing their jobs. They need to be the goal scorers as
Oh,
Psycho pushed that a great pass mid. Nobody was there that time. Banshees playing a little
wow.
farther back. A great shot from Allen gets saved away. Origin looking for the counter attack, but Creed with a great touch. Now, Air Sweeney, you just got to put this one mid. Psycho, is he going to get the touch? He does. That's a shootable ball for Frosty, but it goes high. Air Sweeney puts the one
What?
wide. Oh my gosh, Origin,
Wait.
can they score? Frosty finally there. And after all the whiffs, and they're finally able to put it in the back of the net. That's what matters.
I mean, Origin's kind of looking like the Harlem Globetrotters right now. They're like, oh, oh, and then they're finally going to put it in the back of the net. I mean, really great from them. And, you know, down by only one, this is definitely winnable for them. Can they do it? And if they do, they have ample opportunity to win this series. They just have to take this one game at a time. And I know Origin, they're not going to let their mentals go down the drain. That's the one thing they're never going to let go of. So Banshees, they have to be careful here.
I'm Allen. I'm looking to continue on this pressure, but he gets demoed. Dr. Waffles been a hunter ever since this series began. Now, looking for a goal. Not going to happen there. Frosty has to get a touch on this one. Takes his time. Well done there. Like you said earlier, just wait. Try to bait out this Banshees rosters because they will dive. And now they're trying to get the clear on the ball. Dr. Waffles able to get a great 50 there. And now, Origin once again on offense. Air Sweeney puts it off the backboard. No shooter there. Frosty couldn't get the shot on target, and Banshees continue their pretty strong defense. However, Origin looking to continue their offense. Dr. Waffles, he's last man back here, has to get another touch. Does so, sends it to the corner, and Origin, they're continuing up this press. They're looking like Banshees with this kind of pressure so far, Gallium. I think this is how Origin gets their game-tying goal. Not going to happen here, but at this rate, it's going to continue. Never mind, Allen with a great clear. Allen trying to go for a demo as well, but Dr. Waffles not going to have any of it. He gets a demo of his own, looking for another. Dr. Waffles is going to leave that ball for Frosty. It's going to go mid. Air Sweeney can't get the shot. It goes high. Frosty drops it down to Dr. Waffles. What a goal!
Oh. Man, I am like a kid in a candy store right now. What an insane play. Air Sweeney, Frosty, Dr. Waffles. That's why waffles are better than pancakes, everybody. I mean, this is such a great performance from Origin on that play alone. That is giving me hope that they can reverse sweep. I am not going to lie to you. They're giving me either false hope or the most insane, it's going to be the most insane reverse sweep we've ever seen.
Look, Gallium, these past series have been kind of crazy. This one, I mean, I feel like we're not done yet, so I feel like we're bound for some crazy things. However, they got to get past Banshees. Like, they haven't been able to take the lead. Except for the one goal in the beginning of that game. And, that one looked like Banshees wanted the lead there. Not going to go through. Creed couldn't get the shot on target either. Origin, they're stuck in their own end again. Dr. Waffles has to get the clear. He does. Great clear there, but Allen already on top of it. Air Sweeney able to counter that hit, though. Continues this pressure here for Origin. That one goes high. Psycho not going to have the touch on that one. So Dr. Waffles, he's going to have a great clear. That's a pass as well. That's over Creed. Frosty, can he get the shot?
Wow.
No, Allen gets there in time. The speed from Allen, so good right there. But a great 50 from Air Sweeney. Dr. Waffles, can he get the touchdown? No, would have been a beautiful one. Not going to go through. Allen couldn't get the double. Frosty with the shot. Gets blocked immediately. Banshees are meeting this Origin team where they need to at this point. Now, can they get the ball clear? No! The double! What a goal! They finally take the lead!
I told you, Origin, the one thing you cannot take away from them is their mental, and I meant it. I meant it 100%. They have fired back, being down 3-0 in this series and being down 2-0 in this game 4. There is, I mean, Banshees, they're going to have to score. I mean, it's either sweep or let Origin slowly climb their way back.
Yeah, Banshees, you gotta understand a little bit now that this Origin team is not done. They are here to fight. Allen, he's gonna give the net wide open. Air Sweeney doesn't take the shot though. Neither does Frosty. That one gets saved away. Dr. Waffles though, he takes it. No, it gets saved away by Psycho, and now Allen goes up high. That one's gonna get saved away by Air Sweeney. Very dangerously though. That one's gonna go bouncing back mid. Dr. Waffles puts this one up high. Psycho gonna have the touch now. Allen gets there. His touch not great though, so Air Sweeney, he's gonna have the touch on it. Puts it up high. This ball's still in the air. Frosty doesn't get the touch. That touch gonna let the ball drop, and Origin take game number 4. Reverse sweep. It has technically begun, but Banshees, I feel like they're still sticking around.
Yeah. Banshees or Banshees as some people like to call them. They've definitely they stepped it up in the first couple of minutes of gameplay, but Origin, they absolutely came out with a LeBron-like performance and have really just put it to this Banshees team. And I mean, can you really blame us for running behind on the stream? Because these have been some of the best games I think we've seen all season, and it's Wednesday night Rocket League.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of crazy how much action we're getting in some of these series. So, can it continue? Can we get some more juicy action here from Origin, or will Banshees finally secure it? Creed and Psycho kind of had a little miscommunication there. Dr. Waffles with the flip reset. You don't see that every day from Dr. Waffles, but he can do it whenever he needs to. He gets a touch there. Allen gonna have to go for this ball, but Frosty beats him to it. That ball floating in the midfield. Creed gets the clear. That touch is just going to give the ball to Dr. Waffles. However, Banshees looking to continue this pressure after it. Allen, he's going to have to touch this one to the side. Gets demoed for his efforts, though. And now, with Frosty, he's not going to get the touch, actually. So, Banshees are going to have the clear. Can't get the follow-up. Creed. Wow, gets blocked immediately by Air Sweeney. A great challenge from Air Sweeney there. He was last man. Now, Allen, he's last man. Getting chased. Air Sweeney puts it mid. Is Dr. Waffles going to get there? Oh my gosh, the team play was there, but Gallium, so far, nobody's been able to score quite yet, although both teams have had opportunities.
Both teams having ample opportunities to score now, and it's just only a matter of time before one of these teams just really runs away with this game. And so far, I think it's Origin. They've put on a much better performance, and you mentioned Dr. Waffles with the flip reset. Actually, in the All-Star game, in the first 3 seconds of the game, he hit a flip reset on top of my teammate's head. So I definitely do not count him out for those types of plays.
Absolutely not. That man, he has the mechanics whenever he needs them. However, that touch right there, or sorry, the last good touch could have been completely dangerous. Now, Allen, no boost. Dr. Waffles completely bodying him. Now, Allen does get the bump in the end, so Banshees could have a clear here. Air Sweeney continuing to be an absolute nuisance. Creed couldn't get the touch, so Allen has to get the save. Creed gonna have to get the clear here, though. Dr. Waffles gonna retreat, taking more boost, stealing more, giving Banshees like nothing to work with. They've been starved for a lot of this game. However, this is a great opportunity. That shot gonna get saved away by Air Sweeney, but that's a triple commit. Allen, he should have a little bit of time on this. No, he goes for boost.
Why?
Allen, where are we going? What a save! That was a risky play by Allen, but it does work out in the end.
Yeah, just baiting the shot. I mean, it's a misdirection, really. I mean, it's what Sage and I harp on all the time. And whoa, what a play from Dr. Waffles. He can't quite find the back of the net, but Origin, they're stepping it up, but Banshees, they have a little something in store.
Allen trying to be the guy to break this deadlock. Dr. Waffles with a great bump. Air Sweeney, he's kind of awkward. Air Sweeney's 50, not great. What a shot there from Seiko, and just like that, it is gone to the Banshees lead once again, and Origin, they gotta fight from behind, and I don't like their odds fighting from behind.
No, actually, you know, they did it last game, so I'm not gonna put it past them. However, Banshees, they definitely have some work to do, I think, still. Regardless of the fact that they're at 1-0, you need to at least get a 3-0 or 4-0 lead against this Origin squad to really start to feel comfortable here.
Yeah, it's very dangerous to only have a 1-goal lead, especially whenever a team is on their last legs. Creed trying to put this game away, but is clear. Gonna get met immediately as Air Sweeney gets another shot. That one gonna go high. Dr. Waffles and Frosty, they're both up. Allen has to get the clear. He does. Air Sweeney, is he gonna go for it? He does. He was last man. Frosty, he gets there in time. His touch not great, though, but Air Sweeney able to clean it up immediately. Good teamwork there to able to get that ball cleared and immediately back into the Banshee zone. But Allen, he's the guy you don't want to mess with as he gets the clear. That net was open. He just couldn't get the shot on target. But Allen continuing this pressure. Been that guy so far for Banshees. Now, he's not on defense. They could be caught a little lacking here, but Creed, you know, the next best man for sure on this team is he's able to get the save, but Allen's able to get the beat once again. And another breakaway attempt here for the Banshees. I feel like this is like the third one we've seen in the past minutes.
Ooh.
Origin, they stay alive, but Gallium, they're making a lot of risky push-ups so far.
Yeah, they are. Banshees just don't know how to counterattack properly, and it's very apparent. And it's also due to the lack of boost. Origin kind of suffocating them with the boost, and it's been just oh my goodness, what a pass. It's been really apparent how they need to approach this. I think they just need to approach this with one man absolutely dunking out all this Origin team. I know it sounds very lukewarm take, but I feel like that's just what's going to have to happen. You got to keep two players in the net at all times because this Origin team is so dangerous.
Yeah, honestly, they are looking more and more dangerous as time goes on as well. That ball gonna keep floating in front of this Banshee's net. Allen, his touch, not gonna be great as Frosty puts that one up high mid. Nobody's gonna be there though. And Allen's gonna get a free clear because of it. And, you know, I said earlier how they were kind of overcommitting, but hey, at this point, you know, time's running down. You kind of got to overcommit. What is there to lose? Dr. Waffles doesn't get the touch there as Allen gets it over him. Allen trying to get it past one. He does. Air Sweeney
Ooh.
commits his last, and Allen gets it over all of them. Allen has been so good getting these balls cleared, just wasting more time. Only 30 seconds remaining. Dr. Waffles gets past one. Couldn't get it past Seiko, though, and that one's going to go mid. Creed, open net. No, he leaves it for Allen. Smart play there, and wow, that could be the dagger.
I thought it was going to be disastrous. That's why I let out a little giggle, because Creech, I thought he was going to hit the ball and then get it away from Allen. That would have been so detrimental for Origin, but we'll see if Origin can come back with less than 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Do or die. Pull out a Spanish kickoff. Do something. You got to do something crazy. Not going to happen. But Frosty, he's going to put that one up high mid. He has no boost. Air Sweeney, can you get the shot? Not before Allen. The wall gets in his way. 3 saves for Allen, but honestly, more importantly, he has had all the clears pretty much for this Banshees roster. Creed, he's trying to do a little bit of action himself. He can get this double touch. Oh, it's not on target. Allen over.
Allen, why'd you commit?
I mean, hey, you know what? I think at this point, he understands the game's over. They won. They're going to the grand finals. Congratulations, Banshees. Honestly, Origin, you tried your best, but Banshees, they had their day. And if this team's on like they were tonight, Warhawks, you're in for some trouble.
I disagree with that take, but hey, Banshees, they played very well. Banshees, I mean, they took Origin. My prediction was right, by the way, guys. You're welcome. If you spent channel points and you listened to me, you're welcome. But we are running still very behind time, and I want to see my Gambits play. Gosh darn it! So hurry up and get this outro done, Flip. Come on.
Okay, yeah, we will be right back, guys, for some more great action. I mean, this time we're going to the best league of them all, Provisional. So you're definitely going to want to stick around. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Yeah, deuces.